There is a place on Earth that almost no human has ever seen. Not because it is too far, not because it is too dangerous, but because it is not allowed. A place so protected, so restricted, that even world governments are forbidden from going there freely. This place is not in the desert, it is not in a mountain, it is not in space. It is buried under ice at the bottom of the planet in Antarctica. And hidden beneath that endless frozen land is something people now call the door. A massive rectangular structure, perfectly shaped, carved deep into the ice. An object that looks like an entrance that should not exist, an entrance no one is allowed to open. And what makes this story terrifying is that it was not discovered by scientists, it was discovered by accident, by someone using Google Earth. In the year 2016, a random user was exploring Antarctica on their computer, just zooming in and out, nothing but white ice and frozen darkness, until suddenly they saw something that made them stop. A shape. Not random, not cracked, not melted. A perfect rectangle. 4 straight lines, 4 sharp corners, like a doorway. They took a screenshot and shared it online. At first, people laughed, but then thousands of others went to Google Earth and saw the same thing, the same rectangle, the same unnatural shape, and the more they zoomed in, the more it looked like a man-made structure. People began asking questions. What is it? Who built it? Why is it there? And then, the location was blurred. Just like that, the door disappeared from public view. And that is when fear began. Because when something is hidden, it is usually for a reason. Antarctica is not supposed to have structures, no cities, no ruins, no ancient buildings, just ice, miles and miles of frozen emptiness. The temperature can drop to minus 60 degrees, winds can reach 200 kilometers per hour. Nothing survives there. So why was there a perfect rectangular shape in the ice? Scientists tried to explain it. Some said it was melting ice. Some said it was a shadow. Some said it was a rock. But there was one problem. Nature does not create perfect symmetry. Nature does not draw straight lines. And nature does not make door-shaped holes. Which means someone had to make it. Antarctica is also one of the most controlled places on Earth. In 1959, something strange happened. The most powerful nations on the planet, including the United States, Russia, China, and many others, all signed one agreement, the Antarctic Treaty. This treaty says no country owns Antarctica, no military allowed, no mining, no drilling, no private exploration. The entire continent is locked down. But here's the question. Why? Antarctica has no people, no cities, no gold, no oil. So what is so valuable there that every government agreed to stay away? Some believe the answer is buried under the ice. Scientists have proven that Antarctica was not always frozen. Millions of years ago, it was green. It had forests, it had rivers, it had animals. And if life could exist there, then people could have lived there too. An ancient civilization, long before recorded history, long before modern humans. And if they lived there, they may have built something that now lies buried under kilometers of ice. Some believe the door leads to a lost city, a forgotten world, technology far more advanced than we are told. But others believe something much darker. Some researchers believe the door is too large, too precise, too perfect to have been made by humans. And that raises a terrifying idea. What if something else built it? What if something lived on Earth before us and went underground when the ice came? What if the door is not an entrance, but for something not human? And the darkest theory of all is that the door is not an entrance. It's a lock, a seal, a prison. What if the door is holding something inside? Something so dangerous that the entire world agreed never to let it out. NASA has scanned Antarctica using powerful technology. They use ice-penetrating radar. They can see through miles of frozen ice, and what they found was shocking. Huge, empty spaces under the ice, massive underground cavities, heat sources, places where something is clearly below the surface. Antarctica is not just ice, it's hollow, and those hidden spaces line up with the area where the door was found. Coincidence or proof? There are also no-fly zones over parts of Antarctica. Even satellites avoid certain areas. No commercial planes, no private drones. Why would a frozen desert need restricted airspace? Why would something no one is allowed to see be so heavily protected? If there was nothing there, they wouldn't care. But they do care, very much. No civilians are allowed to go there. Even scientists must get government permission. No live cameras, no live feeds, no independent research. Anyone who tries to reach those areas will be stopped. Not because it is dangerous, but because it is forbidden. And forbidden places usually hide forbidden truths. So now ask yourself this: if the door is just ice, why blur it? If it's just a rock, why hide it? If it's nothing, why protect it? Some doors are locked to keep people out, but others are locked to keep something in. And maybe, just maybe, whatever is behind that door is still there, waiting, under the ice, at the bottom of the world. This was Facts Today. Subscribe for more secrets the world does not want you to know.